Well, my initial mentor, and really for many years, was Maury Stewart. I joined his agency on August 6, 1970. And he knew what it took to be successful in the life insurance business. And the major thing he got me to focus on was establishing goals. In 1977, a very successful agent in the Stewart agency, Fred Zahn, approached me to be his junior partner. He then moved his files into my office, gave me his secretary $800 a month, and then moved to Maine. And he shook my hand and said, anything you sell a client of mine is 50-50. It was nothing in writing, it was all handshake. In 1981, when I led the company, primarily from things I sold to Fred Zahn's clients, he was fourth in the company and never left the state of Maine. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to make it in our business. You have to be likable. If you are not likable, they'll find somebody they like, and they will buy it at twice the price. The second bridge to cross is trust. You don't get a chance to be trusted unless they like you. So you're likable, you build trust. I know we're in a new age of high technology and tweets and Twitters and iPhones. But this product that we sell is sold one-on-one across the table. And one of the greatest skills is for you to sell a product to someone and not make them feel like they were sold, that they thought they bought it. And that's not just semantics. That's very important. Because I love it when I hear my clients say, Rob, that policy I bought from you versus Rob, that policy you sold me. That's really close, but it's vastly different. I'm a big advocate in the phrase, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And that first few moments, you should be non-threatening. I mean, look at me. I'm a combination of Winston Churchill, Elmer Fudd, and the Pillsbury Doughboy. I'm totally non-threatening. And the wife says, I think I like this guy. You had me at hello. I had no notion of any of the three boys coming into the business, but the goal for my wife and I was to build the character that they would need to do whatever they selected to do. In roughly 1997, when Buck was a junior at Cornell, he said, Dad, I'd like to learn more about your business and see what it is that you do. He'd only see me go to work and me come home. He never saw me at work. And at the end of the summer, he said, Dad, I'd like to give this a whirl, quote unquote. And I said, fine. So in January of 98, I think it was his first day that he came to work. And that was a momentous day. And Buck's now the managing partner since January 1, 2013. I think it's important having a succession plan because it meets the obligation to your customer. That customer of mine that, let's say 30 years ago, bought a policy from me, and then he died. And now we have $4, $5, $6 million of his widow's money that we invest and send her a check each month. That's an obligation that if you don't have a succession plan that is well structured, that widow is not going to continue to be well served. I can't outlive all my widows. I will die before they all die, and therefore Buck will be responsible for them. You have a good feeling that you're meeting the obligations to your clients. You have a good feeling where you could maybe not work as hard, bring it back into second gear so that you and your spouse can enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's given me more time to spend at Annapolis and Penn State. Penny and I just had an 18-day cruise to Peru through the Panama Canal. I help people plan their life and their death because everybody out there has a life and a death and they can't plan it themselves. They need help. They need an unemotional outside ombudsman to tell them what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. And I like to believe we educate people and we show them the way and then they take it the rest of the way. I often think of Pete Rose's expression where I can't believe they pay me to play baseball. I can't believe they pay me to do this. I earn a fabulous living. I have, wonderful success from that end. I've seen the world. They pay me to do this thing, and it's a lot of fun.